Are you searching for some ideas to create beautiful pockets in your junk journals to store and showcase your ephemera? Then this video is for you. Hi there, my name is Luisa Heinzel. Welcome to my channel Junk Journal Art. If you are new here, I would like to say a very warm welcome. So yeah, I hope you will like what you see here. And yeah, if you come back over and over again, I would like to say, yeah, it's so nice to see you here again. Thank you very much that you are here with me. Today I would like to talk about pockets and how you can create pockets to store your ephemera like this. And yeah, for my examples, I am working here in my actual junk journal. So that's my Teabag Birds junk journal. It's called like this because the paper collection that I've used for this is from my Etsy shop, and that's called Teabag Birds. So I've shown you these pages here in my other videos, and today I would like to introduce you to my ephemera pack that matches the main pages. So I would like to take some of the pockets that are within this ephemera pack and also some other elements to yeah, make some pockets to talk about pocket ideas. So if you want to check out this ephemera pack, so that's not all what I showed you there. So let me just grab the rest, or nearly the rest. So this is the ephemera pack. I know it's a really big mess at the moment, but with the time it will become, yeah, some really cool elements, hopefully, in this journal. So if you want to check that out, the link to my Etsy shop and to this specific items are down below in the description box if you would like to check that out. So yeah, let's go through this signature here and let's see where we can create a pocket. So I think this page is really empty, so let's see what's on the other side. Yeah, okay, so let's try it. I will use some original ephemera pieces that I've collected over the time. You can see I have this little box here where I can choose my stuff from. So I will just excuse me, I will just grab some random pieces here to see what we can make out of it. I like to do it, yeah, some kind of randomly, because that's a relaxing process and it brings me down a little bit, and yeah, it's also some kind of surprise, or how would you say. So the first thing here I would like to do is to cover up this ugly things here. So this piece of paper originally was a paper bag, and I removed the handles here, so you can see it's really, yeah, some kind of ugly. It would not be possible to journal on here, and so I would like to make some kind of collage on top of it. So for this kind of pocket idea, of course, you can use any paper that you have at hand. It can be some original paper like ledger paper, like old book pages, but of course you can also use scrapbooking paper or other paper that you have at hand, even some packaging paper from whatever you could use for this. Sorry. And now I would like to glue this a little bit, so not straight here on the edge, turn it around, and then glue this piece here to the other side so that we have some kind of starting point on the other side here as well. And as you can see with this white gesso that I made after my last tutorial, this can be, yeah, some kind of starting point for a new page idea. And also this thing on the other side is, yeah, not so boring when it's a little bit, yeah, you know, not straight. You know what I mean. So my plan is to take this both pieces here and put them here in a way like this, for example, and then take a pocket from my ephemera pack, for example this one, and then I want to later on put it here like this, so that it looks like these pieces here are in this pocket, but they can't be taken out, because I will glue and sew those here to the page, so that it is some kind of background and some kind of illusion for the eye. So yeah, that you have a background for this pocket. You can tuck something in, but you can't take those pieces out. So you will see in a second what I'm talking about. I just have to search for something that I can put here in the background, because here's already some of this ugly thing left. So let me see what we have here. So for example, piece of this little thing, I think that could look nice. Yeah, I think this will be okay. So now let me just think about it. I will take this away for a moment. Then I will put a tiny bit of glue here, so that this sticks together, and also here and to this piece. So I will not glue them down completely, so that it looks not glued, but that it looks like it is in this pocket here. And now I will go to my sewing machine for a second, and I will sew around here. I will be back in a second to show you yeah, the result and why I'm doing it. Okay, so here I'm back. As you can see, I'm not a sewing expert. My sewing machine made some weird things here, but I don't care about that, because yeah, it's a junk journal and it's okay for me. So now this piece here in the middle, I think it comes out a little bit more, some kind of, yeah, no, it's some kind of focal point because of this stitching. And then I would like to put this pocket somewhere here. Let me just see how I like it the best. I think like this. And of course you could stitch this also, but then you have a really weird stitching on the other side. So I like to take my glue and just glue it. If you want, you can also make this faux stitching, so you could stitch around this pocket here and then glue it. But for my personal preference, it's enough stitching on this page with this, yeah, with this both things here. Make sure that this is really sticking here. And now you could take a piece of ephemera and put it in here, and it would look really nice, I think. And it would be, yeah, some kind of illusion that the other pieces are also in this pocket, even if they are not. Okay, so another thing before I flip the page I would like to do is to put a little bit of glue here to make sure that this stays down when I flip the page. So yeah, you could also put some stamping now here on top, or you could leave it like it is. You can wait until another day and think about it, what you would like to do. I would like to leave it here for the moment, I think. No. Sorry, I think I need some of this tiny little ruffle thing here. Just here. So these are some ruffles made out of sari silk. So just sewn with a zigzag stitch, and I like to put one of them here. So I like to break the frame of this pre-made pocket. So yeah, as I said, this is from my ephemera pack. I printed this on matte photo paper, then cut it, distressed the edges, and I always like when this frame here, or the edge of the pocket is a little bit, yeah, broken. So you know what I mean. You could use fabric for this. You could also glue another piece of paper, or you can leave it like it is if you like it is. And for me, it's really nice when this, whew, you can't see anything, sorry, when this piece of fabric here comes out of the book later, so out of these pages, and when you can see it from the outside. So I really like that. And now, of course, on the back side, as you can see, we have this little thing here. And yeah, you could say, okay, that's really ugly, I don't like the stitching. You could cover it up with a piece of paper or something like that. Or you can use it, of course, as a frame for something else. So, for example, this piece here, that's also from my ephemera pack, would fit here really nice. But this way, I think I would cover up my gesso here. That's not so cool, because I like this gesso thing. So, of course, you could also put it like this. Or we could search for a piece that's a little bit smaller. For example, this ticket here. Perhaps like this. No, I don't like that. Sorry, I don't like that. I like this idea of this frame. And yeah, I don't care about that I cover my gesso here. So because this piece fits exactly into this frame, and that's for me the cool thing about it. And now we could decide if we want to make a pocket out of this as well. So let's decide on which side we can glue that so that we can tuck something behind. So if I would glue it here and here, I could put my things in it like this. And that, for me, would make the most sense, because nothing can fall out. If I would glue it here and here, and I would put something into here and close the book, then perhaps it can fall out like this. If that will happen on the other side, that would be not the problem, because it will fall into the slot there of the book. So let's glue it just like this and put it here. Like this. And when this is dry, we can put something in here. So I would take a bigger piece, because this ticket thing here would disappear there. But yeah, you know what I mean. And of course, the same thing, you could always go back to this page and stamp here, or make some other embellishments to this page. So let's see what we can do here on the other pages. And as I said in my last videos, I haven't planned a lot until now for this journal. So I take you through my, yeah, I would say real process, because there were many people who asked me if I can do that and if I can make a, yeah, some kind of real-time video and real process video. So some of those things I did out of the camera. So for example, this one here, we had folded this page in one of the other episodes of this series, and I just have sewn here and put this ruffle here, so that now you can tuck something behind, but that's not very spectacular. So I think you can imagine what I did here when I tell you in the next video, yeah? So that I made this here out of camera, but the other things I would like to do in real time, and I would like to show you my whole process of this thing. So I think this page speaks to me to do something. So yeah, perhaps we can make a little pocket out of the page itself. So of course it's possible to fold this, but I think I would like to make it like this. You can fold the page itself to create a pocket, of course. for example, like this. And I would like to point out something that you have to be that you have to have in mind when you make this. So when you fold this piece of the page, make sure that that thing what you want to put inside here fits into the rest of the page, and that this is not too near to the middle of the signature. So if you want to put in tiny things, that would be no problem. But if you want to put bigger things into it, you have to make sure that you have enough space for this thing to put inside. So yeah, and don't fold this thing here too much to the inside, for example here, so you have later on no chance to put something in here from the side, because this is sewn in and you have no place, no space to put these things inside. So don't make this thing too near to the middle of the signature. And I think this time I would like to glue this here. So of course you can sew everything. I like to make a mix of sewing and gluing, so that the whole thing gets a little bit more interesting. I just realized that my glue can't glue this paper. Don't know why. Ah, no, okay, so it takes a little time. Okay. So now we have this thing here where we can put something inside, and let me just take this little thing perhaps as a starting point for this pocket here. And I would also like to make some collaging here, but only a tiny little bit. So perhaps we can take this piece, put it here. Yeah, I think that would, for my preference, this is totally enough. Of course, you can decorate such things as much as you want and as you like. But for me, this is totally enough if I put this here and put this little ruffle piece here on top. And also, when something is in here later in the pocket, so for example a colorful tag, then this whole thing will look totally different. So if you put this in here, you have much more color, and this piece here gets in combination with this to a totally different look of this whole thing, I think. So yeah, now this thing is peeking out here, and I think that's not so bad. So, and I think also those tiny things can be really interesting and really, eye-catching for such a journal. So here I made another thing. I just sew only here, so that it is, not a real pocket, but something like a tuck spot, so that you can tuck something behind here. But I also just folded the page here, and then I've sewn here. And I think I would like to use this page to make a pocket as well. So so this is really much on this page. Here are some smaller pages, so I like to break this a little bit and just fold. Don't know if I like this red here, so let me try this on the other side. Here's the bird. We have to search for another page where I can show you that. I don't like that, sorry, but that is not good if I would make things in my video that I later don't like. So let's try it here. So as you can see, here are the smaller pages, and this is really much of this yellow and this pattern. So you can just take this page, fold it like this, and then this is not straight. Why not? Okay, so it's a junk journal, don't care about it. And now you will have a page that's only half here. So when you close the whole signature, it would look like this. And when you open it, you have a little pocket here. I will just sew here, and I think I will also attach one of those things here on the top. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so here I am back. This is what it looks now. And I think this fits really, really well to this yellow colors that we have here in this printable page. And yeah, so let's go on and let's see what else we can do. And I think I would like to stamp something today as well. For example, here, let me just bring this out of the way so that I have a flat surface. And this cover as well. I'm really unorganized today, sorry. So this page is really boring, I think. I added some white gesso here, but yeah, that's not very spectacular. So I like to try also using the pages that I, for example, used for this dressing, for example, like this one. So yeah, I had this here on my table and I just took it for distressing the pieces here. And why not using this as well? So I think I will do the same thing with this first paper like I did before. So just glue it here and fold this, and perhaps this time we can fold it here like this. Sorry, so that it looks a little bit more interesting when it's like this, a little bit, yeah, more grungy. The page also gets a little bit more sturdy here so that you can flip it around a little bit easier. And let's think about perhaps something here and then some stamping. So let me just check what we have here, what we can use for this. Perhaps this thing, don't know what this is, some tickets, but they are really big and really transparent. That's not so good. Oh, some piece of, oh, I think that's nice. That's nice. It's always a little bit of a surprise what's in those boxes that you collect over the time, because yeah, sometimes you don't remember what's in here. Oh, I have this little birdies here, this bird. Perhaps that would fit on another page. That's too much for that what I planned. So what I thought about. So I haven't planned anything, but think I have to use something that's not so loud. So these pieces are really loud. So for example like this, and then let's choose one of the printable pockets. No, I think this one, that's a little bit more neutral, and perhaps we can make it like this so that it's not straight on the bottom. You could also do it like this and then fold this little piece here to the other side, or just let it peeking out here. So yeah, why not? I think that's also nice. For example, like this. Should I put this here, or is that too much? Oh, I think that's too much. Okay, so let's glue this down. And let's glue this down. Whew, that's a little bit too much of my glue. Why? Oh, Louisa. Okay, so when you want to, if you want to put it like this, of course, don't put the glue here where I did it. I'm totally confused, sorry. So, of course, when you want to make it like this, the glue has to be here. Or you have to take this and fold it to the other side so that the pocket is then closed here. Otherwise, it would make no sense. Sorry. So, I have to say, this is also a little bit new for me to glue pockets like this. I came to this idea the other day that we, perhaps can try out things that are not so usual. So normally we would put the pocket in a straight direction like this and not in this irregular way. And so I have a little problem, obviously, with my brain to put the glue to the right places. So now it looks like this, and I think we could make some stamping there. So I have this feather stamps that I think would fit really well to this bird theme. So let me just check that out, how that can fit. I would like to put it here, I think. Yes. And I would like to stamp in black this time so that it comes out really clear. Hopefully that will work. Okay, so let's try it. Like this, and you can see it didn't work. Oh my god. Oh, I hate such things. Sorry, but I hate such things. Why is... Oh! Okay, so this can be a totally fail, or it can work. When I try to press this here and get the rest of this feather, yeah, and it is a fail. I could cry. I could cry when I make videos and such things happen. Sorry when I'm a little bit loud, but that's not true, or isn't it? I hate such situations, I can tell you. And I will not edit this video. I will not cut it out. I'm so angry. Oh, so that you asked for a real process, and this is the real process. So my fingers, can you see, are like this because my fingers are shaking, because I hate this. You sit here and make this, and then this. You have this. No, I can't handle such situations. I could cry now. Because this is an original piece, this book page is an original piece, so all this ephemera that I had, I bought on a flea market, and for me it's really important, and it has, yeah, it's what shall I say, it's not a copy, I can't reproduce it because it's an original, and this makes me, oh, sorry. What can we do now? I have to stop the camera, drink a coffee, and then come back. Or shall we do it like this? I don't know. So, but that's the reality, I think. That's the truth. That's the reality about such things. You want to make something beautiful, show it to the public, and then such shit happens. And I see so many videos that are edited until nothing is the reality anymore. And my decision from the last days and nights is to leave such videos like they are and to show the real reality, so if that makes sense. And don't cut anything and make this new and tell you, oh, it worked on the first try. No. Okay, so when I put this here, I have to calm down. When I put this here, I think it would be a problem to put something bigger here inside, but I think we could also put a tag here or a smaller piece, and this thing here would not be a problem. And perhaps when the book is closed, this will be a little bit more flat, and then that would be no problem as well. So let's try it. Because I don't like this half feather stamp there. It's here, it's really dark, and here, yeah, it's terrible. Hopefully you understand me right when I get this little angry situations, because yeah, I think about a nice thing for you and then such things happen. Don't like that. Okay, so perhaps we can live with this, and perhaps we can put a second one somewhere here or even on the other page to balance it a little bit out. So yeah, this video goes in a totally unplanned direction. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a fact. So perhaps let's take this piece here, so to get a balance in between of those both here, and perhaps we can take one of the tuck spots that come with this ephemera pack. So this triangle here is also one of the ephemera pack pieces, and perhaps we can make it like this or like this. No, I'm just thinking about how I can leave this handwriting here, but I think it's not possible. Or if we do it like this. Okay, so let's try it like this. I will just sew this here, and then I will be back. Okay, so here I'm back. I am honestly not very happy about this, but yeah, that's my solution for now. Perhaps later on I will get some ideas to bring this to a more harmonical way. But now you can put something here, and you could also tuck something here so that it is some kind of a double pocket. And I included this yellow thing here to make a balance between this both things here. And on the other side of this page, of course, you can also use this here to make, yeah, a new thing, to start with a new collage. You could also just put some kind of ticket here, for example, or you could also use, where is it? Such a stamp. So this comes with the ephemera pack as well. So let me just show you this cutie here in detail. I'm a little bit proud of this thing. So, because I made this by myself, and it was not so easy to bring this bird on this stamp so that you can clearly see it in the end. So yeah, perhaps you like it. I just think I want to put it here. Yes, I will just glue it. Do some simple things to calm down a little bit from this shock with this feather stamp. Okay, So I will leave this signature for a moment and take another one. So that's also some kind of thing that I like to do, to yeah, search for one page and one technique on one page and one signature, and then do a similar thing in another signature to bring, yeah, some kind of theme and straightness through this whole journal. Hopefully that are the right words for that, what I mean. So if I have one idea that I like, then I can put it in a little variation to another signature and not doing the same techniques in all the signatures. So if that makes sense. Not doing the same not doing the same technique in one signature, but the same technique in this signature, then in the next, and in the next, and in the next, in some variations. So perhaps I should stop talking. That would be a good idea for this video. Sorry. This page is, of course, really boring as well. So I will take some of the book pages here. So of these old book pages. I think I will need 6 or so for this idea. It's not my day. It's not my day. And I would like to make, so perhaps it will not work, but I would like to make some kind of triple pocket on both pages here. So let me show you what I mean. I just make it like this, so that this pieces here are a little bit smaller than the page is. Then I fold it like this, so that this thing here becomes a little bit more sturdy. Because of this fold, I have a really nice edge here, so that I can put this piece like this. I line it up here in this edge, and then take my ruler and just tear it here. Take the next page, and I also make it the same width as the other one, just by tearing it with the ruler like this. But this time I would like to have it in the other direction, so I just fold it like this, and then place it like this, so that you have a little space here. So I think that's 1.5 centimeter. And of course you don't have to make this yeah, really you can just eyeball this. You don't have to measure anything. It's a junk journal, so of course you can do what you want. It has not to be measured with a ruler or anything like that. And the third one I would like to put here, and then just what's that? Make it like this. So don't know what this is. Okay. So you can decide if you want to distress this thing. I would like to leave it like it is. I made this thing in a distressed way in my other journal that I make for my German videos. So if you want to check that out, you will find the German playlist for this journal as well. So in that videos I show you, yeah, some variations of the techniques that I show you in this video. So if you want, you can check that out. In that video I distressed this thing so that you can see the difference. In this case, I would like to leave it like it is, and I want to have it really clear here and, yeah, really neutral. So I will just go to my sewing machine, sew this, and then I will be back. Okay, so here I'm back again. Now, as you can see, you have several pockets here in the same place. So you can put something bigger here. So as you can see, this pocket is really long because it is closed here, and you can use this whole length of the page to put something really big inside here. You can also put then something in here, some smaller things into here, and the same on the other side as well. Here I made this additional pocket from the ephemera pack, so I just thought it can break this calm page a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting. And of course, instead of distressing the edges, you could also try some stamping. So I think I calmed it down a little bit, and I want to try to take this stamp here and try to stamp it here to this thing. Let me think about this. So I'm just thinking, if I would stamp here and there will be something inside of the pocket, then that would look a little bit weird, because this thing here will be divided into several parts when something is in the pocket. So I try to find a place where this upper part of the stamp can be completely. So I think I will do it here, because this space is a little bit bigger than the other one. So please work. Okay. Now we have the stamp here. That also never happened to me, but as you can see, it worked. I'm really happy. Oh, I'm happy. I think I also have some variations of this thing. So perhaps we can take this one and perhaps one here and one here, so that we have 3 of them. So for this one, I try to put the ink not on this last part of this stamp, so that I don't get it here to my pocket, but only yeah, to the rest of this stamp. So let's try if that can work. Like this. Yes. And then another one, perhaps here. Okay, so what do you think about that? I'm just thinking about if I want to add some of those splashes that I showed you in the last video that I made with this little distress thing tools, but I'm not sure if that will destroy the page or if it will make it more beautiful. But we have 2 yellow elements, this pocket and this thing, and perhaps it would be a good idea to have something yellow here. Yeah, I have to do it. So let me just grab my watercolor. I will be back in a second. So I think there are nearly only 2 possibilities. Number 1, this will be really nice. In the end, number 2, it will be a big disaster, and I perhaps will throw out the page out of my journal and perhaps the window as well. So let's see. how this can work, or if this can work. Yeah. Not bad, I think. Okay, so I will just dry that and then I will be back. Okay, so I think that was not the baddest decision to do it like that. So yeah, now it's here and I think I like it. I will make some more of those pocket variations now out of camera, and then I will be back and show you a quick flip through of these pocket variations that I've made, so that you can get some more ideas how you can use this ephemera from the ephemera pack or from your own stash to make some pockets. So see you in a second. Okay, so here I am back. I'm a little bit stressed. It's a day later because I had some problems with my sewing machine. Anyway, so let's go through this journal really quickly to show you the things that I made out of camera. So in some places I just glued some pieces that come with this Teabag Birds ephemera pack like they are, because I don't want it to destroy my stamping and splashing here that I made before. And I think this way you have a beautiful page with some space for journaling as well, and yeah, some kind of thing that you can put something behind, but it's not such spam effect like perhaps some other pockets. I really like that. So yeah, then we have this little thing here, and I also want to encourage you to glue the pockets in some directions that, yeah, are not such usual. So as you can see, these flowers here are in the wrong direction. So normally you would expect this pocket in this way, so that the flowers are yeah, like they normally would grow in the nature. But I also like to make such things where you have to go around with your eye a little bit, so to explore this page. So now you can put something in here. Of course, this is too big. I also grabbed this for demonstration so that you can see better where the pocket is. And yeah, I also let this type of gluing thing here go through this journal. I made some areas where I just took those original papers, like this bill here, or what is it, I don't know exactly. I am a really lucky girl that I had this in the right color. So normally this would be, I think, in this beige or, yeah, white color, or sometimes in a light green, but I had this one and I think it fits really nice to this page. Then we have this pocket here. I made this little stamping here that worked much better than this feather stamp you probably remember. Yeah, so let me just see where something else is that could be interesting for you. And I love this thing. I can't tell you, I love this thing with this sewing around here, and it's really, yeah, some kind of focal point for this page. And for me, this is a really great combination of real junk, because this thing here was a paper bag that normally would go into the trash can, and I love these things to combine those things. So hopefully it's an inspiration for you as well. So this we made together, and yeah. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below the video so that I have the chance to answer it, or yeah, to make a video to answer some things in detail. And please let me know what you think about this kind of collaging that goes around this page, like this, for example. I think I saw a similar idea on another channel, but I don't remember who this was. But yeah, that was really a different, I think a different idea, but I like to use other people's creations for my own creativity and to boost my own creativity. So perhaps for you it's the same, and yeah. I think this is a really cool thing when you are in such a great community and you can see other people's work. So yeah, a thank to the social media world. It's not always so easy to live in this social media world, but yeah, often we can get, of course, some inspirations, even if we are perhaps sometimes at the same time a little bit stressed and overwhelmed about all those creations that are going around there. So that's, I think, a little bit difficult to handle sometimes. So now here, I think I can now live with this, even if I was really angry about that. And yeah, you heard my emotions about that, but I probably can think that I'm happy about this, because without this fail with this stamping, I would probably never be able to come to this idea, so to glue this thing here directly to the stamp. So yeah, perhaps it's also an inspiration for you to say, okay, I can live with those accidents, I can live with those fails, and I can turn those fails into something beautiful and into something that I can be satisfied with. So here, for example, so I think this page is not finished until now, but as you can see, the stamping went a little bit wrong as well. But perhaps I can take this as a starting point as well, and perhaps I can put something here on top later. I don't know exactly what, but perhaps I can use this also as, yeah, some fail that goes into an inspirational piece or something like that. I don't know until now. So as I said, I make this journal here in nearly real time, so there are things that are not finished until now. That is, yeah, some kind of process video series. And yeah, also this one here, of course, that's not finished. I would like to put something here on top as some kind of focal point, but yeah, some things also need a little bit of time to get finished and to get to the right end stadium. So here I made this little pocket, and I took this die cut thing here that comes from one of these paper bags. I went through my embossing and die cut machine, and this things here came out of this little window, and I thought, why not using this here for the collage as well, so that this pattern of this little flower thing goes through the journal as well, so that you can find it in other places here as well. Yeah, so this is this middle page here, and I think, yeah, I'm really happy with it, especially because it's in the middle. And yeah, the middle of the signatures for me are always some kind of struggling thing, because you have a paper here that is perhaps nearly the same on the left and the right side. So for example, if this would be the middle part of the middle page of the signature, this would look a little bit boring, because I like to have this printable page next to another page that's not the same kind of paper and not the same kind of design. So for example, like this, but this middle page, yeah, I think always is a little bit strange. So I like this thing here, that is some kind of focal point as well when you come to the middle of the signature. So hope that makes sense. Perhaps you have some ideas what to do with the middle of such a signature. I know the people who make those envelopes to the middle, so that the sewing of the signature disappears in this envelope. But I think that's the only thing I know for, yeah, decorating this middle page of a signature. Perhaps you have some more ideas. Feel free to leave a comment with a video link or something like that. And if you like what I'm doing here, then you can also follow me on my other social medias, for example, Instagram. There I made, yeah, some kind of new feed design in the last days and weeks. Perhaps you like that, and perhaps you would like to follow me there to check out some more detailed pictures and some information, some freebies as well. So if you like that, then please check that out. And yeah, perhaps you would also like to join my newsletter. So I have the HEINZLLETTER. That's some kind of newsletter that I send out regularly. And you can also get some information about new Etsy listings in this newsletter. And you will also get some freebies from time to time. And also, of course, some YouTube updates and that stuff. As you can see, I have much ephemera left over here from this ephemera pack. So yeah, if you want it or not, there will follow some more videos with this journal and some more embellishment ideas for this journal. And of course, someday you will see the finished thing. And yeah, I also have to do something with the cover, of course. I can see that this journal gets really bulky, and I definitely will make something with the spine, so some enlarging of the spine or that stuff. You will see that in the future if you want. So yeah, that's it for now from me. Thank you very much for watching and joining me here on my little journey through this journal. See you the next time. Be creative, and yeah, have a great time. Bye bye.